We are not from the same political platform. I fight for my people's culture. I know they have one. My job is every day to more properly define it and to fight for it.
It was a rain-soaked Thursday evening when God heard me breathing and knew I reached the point where the fear of dying was no longer a reason to stop living and giving yourself in the true manner of Jesus. But Christ-like is a revolutionary stance. In his evolutionary dance, we've been on beat and rhythm to different songs, learning the difference between distant truths and when your intuition's off. And in that moment, resetting is non-negotiable, and regretting when only open you was exposed, you lose sight of that ocean view that once cleansed your sins before the shedding of blood and the ascending of the one and only begotten Son, sent to offer the greatest sacrifice to create an afterlife of paradise. But for some reason we feel as if we can live as parasites, inherit the lights of godly beings, probably seeing what others can't, but unwilling to hold your brother's hands when he's in his lows, and no one knows that torment. And we've been dormant to the suffering at the hands of the universe, and we've been forced to arm ourselves with indifference. We've been forced to exist in a distance when that front line is vacant and our one mind is complacent. Feeling as if we reached the highest altitude when we're barely clearing pebbles in single bounds. We're killing each other with single rounds. I'm single now with love in my heart, but hindered now because of former flames. And in my former days, love used to be a battery in my back, but sadly I've had enough with sacrificing. So I channel the energy of that revolutionary sent to be God in man form, an example for us all to sample. We're searching for meaning in urgent times. We stare into the serpent's eyes and reclaim its identity amidst the perfect lies. And that's when the truth is free, and the power to act comes so separately, and the power of weaponry is scripted and depicted in the distance of coded words heard straight out of the belly of the moon child.
My disagreement with Dr. King on this point, though minute, was that there's no such thing as a backlash. What there is that we're under racism and we come to struggle against it. Certainly, as you struggle against any opponent, the opponent stiffens his resistance. And if the opponent happens to be someone oppressing you, they stiffen their oppression. If we have a plantation and there are slaves and the slaves never try a slave revolt, there's no need to tighten up security. But if the slaves try a slave revolt, you can be sure that security is going to be tightened. So consequently, when you struggle against oppression, it is to be expected that those who are oppressing you are going to tighten up the screws of oppression.